I got sexually assaulted, and I have not been able to move on from what happened to me. My friends and I made the plan to go to this graduation party. When we got there, there was this guy named Drew. One of Drew's friends came up to me, and he was asking if I would ever hook up with Drew. I told him no. At the party, there was drinking. None of us were of age. There was a pool. Everyone started getting in their undergarments and swimming in those. I did it with them. I got super sick and felt nauseous. One of my friends put my sweatpants on for me, my hoodie back on. When I got to my friend's house, I remember laying down, and then everything just went black from there. I woke up, I couldn't breathe. I could feel a hand on my hip and another one pressing the pillow up on my face. I told him to stop 2 or 3 times and he just wouldn't. I had to take my hands and physically push him up so I could roll myself onto the ground. I noticed it was Drew because he jumped right up, pulled his pants up, and just started playing video games as if he didn't just do anything. The first thing I did when I got home was I went and told my dad everything that had happened. He instantly called the cops. I didn't even take a shower or change because I knew from watching crime shows that I couldn't shower because whenever I got DNA tested, there'd be no DNA on me. With no DNA, I thought to myself that nobody would believe me. After I gave my statement, they took me to the hospital to get rape kit tested. I felt as if my body didn't even belong to me anymore. I found out that night Drew had admitted doing it to me to his friends, but whenever he had his police interview, he kept switching up his story. I was very scared, I was upset. I never thought something like this would ever happen to me. Once we got the results of the test showed that Drew's DNA was all over my body. I was very upset that the judge changed his conviction and the sentence. In my opinion, Drew did not serve the amount of time he should have for what he did to me.
How difficult was it to make the decision to file the charges and pursue prosecution here?
At first, I didn't even want to tell my parents. I was too scared for them to find out that I was out where I shouldn't have been and that I was doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing. But right after I did, they were like, we're going to take this to the police. And I knew not to shower or anything so that we had all the DNA evidence we needed.
You say that the night that this happened was a graduation party, right?
Yeah.
There was a lot of drinking going on, which was underage.
Yeah.
You drank too much that night. You acknowledge that, right?
Yeah.
And you said when you went to lay down on the couch, they brought you a pillow, a blanket, and a wastebasket because you were puking because you're not a big drinker.
Yeah.
And when you laid down, everything started to swirl and then you blacked out.
And it just went black, yeah.
Yeah. How much had you had to drink?
I had just like 6 of these little bottle of shooters that were like 99 proof, and it wasn't good.
Yeah. Drew was friends with your friends. You didn't know him, but you knew people who did.
Yeah.
Okay, so you thought he's okay because he knows people I know. He wasn't some stranger completely.
I've heard about him from my friends, and I was like, okay, he seems like a nice guy. And so I hung out with him at the party a little bit, but like not that much, because one of his friends came up to me telling me like, Drew wants to hook up with you, he wants to do this, and I said no. So then I stopped like hanging out with him or like even going around him at the party.
So you made it real clear you were not interested in being involved with him physically, romantically, emotionally.
Yeah.
Not
Way
interested
before I
in,
even started drinking, I admitted, like I said
stone
that.
cold sober, you said not interested.
Yeah.
You said that you left the party with friends, which is where this ultimately took place.
We all rode together in the same car. It was me, Drew, and then 3 other people.
I know you were shocked to wake up and somebody's on top of you, as you allege at that point. How shocked were you that it was him?
At first, I didn't know it was him because he had a pillow over my face, so I couldn't see. And I was like, I had to like turn my head to the side so I could breathe. And then whenever I said stop multiple times, he wouldn't. So I had to like force him off of me, and that's when I saw who it was. And then he just jumped up, pulled his pants up, and then started playing video games as if he didn't even do anything.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.